I'm the FP master, baby. That's me. Let's go. Woo! What do you want?
You all believed it! Oh my god, I didn't think I was such a good liar until now, because that was the biggest lie I've told this year.
There can be only one!
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
On January 26, 2020, well-known YouTuber Emplemen posted a video titled "There will never ever be another Melee player like Hungrybox." Clocking in at 1 hour and 24 minutes, it quickly became his most popular YouTube video to date. Weighing in at almost 10 million views, the equivalent of every person in Hungary watching the box at least once, this documentary would go on to have profound effects. First, Hungrybox's popularity skyrocketed. A niche pro gamer now was becoming somewhat of a household name. Second, Melee's popularity skyrocketed. The second game in the Smash Bros. Franchise saw monolithic growth, as a wave of new players rushed in to see what this 2001 fighting game was all about. Finally, Emplemen's video also inspired a new wave of content creators. 2 years after Emplemen's video came out, I began working on my first documentary. With little understanding of audio or visual production, 3 weeks later, There Will Never Ever Be Another Melee Player Like Amsa was born, and in the video description, I subtitled it a sequel to Emplemen's Hungrybox video. Despite its shortcomings, I loved making that documentary, and I owe it to Emplemen, because without his Hungrybox video, I wouldn't have gotten the idea to document Amsa's story, and without documenting Amsa, I ceased to start my deep dive into the competitive world of Melee, and therefore my channel doesn't even exist. But the deeper I dove into competitive Melee, the more I realized something unsettling.
In present-day Melee, the gods are the old generation, and Hungrybox is the last of the gods.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Melee's most popular documentary has a thesis statement that is flat out false. If you're unaware, the early days of competitive Melee saw 5 powerhouses of the game emerge: Mewtwo King, Mang0, Armada, Hungrybox, and PPMD. For the longest time, nobody could beat these players but themselves, and their reign was so dominant that they earned the title of Melee Gods. However, as the years went on, their dominance waned as new emerging talent entered the scene, and eventually a majority of the gods had to retire or stop playing outright. But while it makes for a compelling story to say that only one god of Melee stood the test of time and ultimately triumphed, it leaves viewers in the know uncomfortable, because Hungrybox isn't in fact the last remaining Melee god, he's one of 2. In sympathy for the villain, Emplemen starts off by documenting the concept of yin and yang, a tale of how both sides of an equation are needed to tell a complete and whole story.
2 opposing forces which complement and complete each other.
Within Melee's multi-decade-long competitive stretch, if there ever were to be a yin and yang of the game, it would be the Melee gods Hungrybox and Mang0.
It's me and you. You're the last of the gods. I really root for you. I really want you to be the best you can be.
Yep.
You came from my time.
Agreed.
You started being good back then. I really do. Bottom of my heart. I really do root for you.
We're literally the last of the Pantheon.
And that's why we say it.
Around the 1 hour and 4 minute mark, Emplemen talks about this other Melee god Mang0.
Mang0, perhaps the most dominant player ever in his prime, failed to win a tournament in 2018. And while he can still crank out the occasional epic performance, his inconsistency has relegated him to a shadow of his former glory, placing his god status in serious question.
What? His inconsistency made him a shadow of his former glory, putting his god status in question? It's the truth. I don't think anybody at any moment ever in the history of the Melee scene since I've been in it in 2015 has ever said, I don't think Mang0's a god anymore.
These days, it seems that Hungrybox is the only god left.
Wow, are we saying that? Oh, shit. Okay, hold up. Relax.
In his time, there were 4 others like him. Now, there's just one.
I don't know about that. Oh, that is... Mang0 was ranked 3rd. That is insanely biased.
In mere seconds, Emplemen counted out one of Melee's most prominent figures, and there have been many times like it, where players have been unfairly knocked down.
You know how hard I work on here?
And if time has proven anything, it will continue to happen again and again.
This might be it. And there it is! Mang0! of it. Oh, nice crouch though.
And he catches the roll. Punishing
Mang0.
smash.
Let's go, baby.
Implement was wrong, and he knew it too. While his video was posted weeks into 2020, instead of showing all of Mang0's results up to that point, he conveniently excluded 2019 and only showed a winless 2018. With this decision, I am reminded of a quote by American photographer and filmmaker David Wojnarowicz: "A camera in some hands can preserve an alternate history." In Mang0's Twitch chat, a funny little saying will pop up every now and then: "Thou shalt not sleep on the kid." To sleep on someone essentially means failing to understand one's true potential. Mikael Mawem, before becoming bouldering's world champion, was slept on. Magnus Carlsen, before winning his first world title, was slept on. Mang0, before becoming the undisputed greatest Melee player of all time in 2021, was slept on in 2020. For the same reason Implement felt the need to document Hungrybox's story after seeing unfair treatment unfold, so too do I today with Mang0. While Mang0's story is a tale of inconsistency, you can never fully count him out, because just when you least expect it, Mang0 will pick up the pieces and have a tournament run that defies expectations. A tournament run that will go down in history. A tournament run that will never ever be forgotten. And it will shine light on Mang0's true reality. That this is not a man who is a shadow of his former glory, but a resurgent force that comes back again and again and again to prove that, bar to none, he's Melee's greatest of all time. So while there may never ever be another Melee player like Hungrybox, or Amsa, or anyone else, you can bet your bottom dollar that there will never be one like Mang0.
The thing is, I can lose all the tournaments. I can never win again. But I'll always have something that you'll never have. The people.
Watching someone like Mang0, that is art in another self.
They say it's lonely at the top, and it is true. I've been at the top. It is very lonely at the top. But you know what's scarier at the top? When you look down at the mountain and you see a bunch of little crackhead fox players climbing up, grabbing your ankles, dude. And that is the moment when your ego tries to cover itself and be like, okay, I don't want to try anymore. I don't care anymore. And it's like, no, you're just fucking scared.
I think the most unique thing about Mang0 is we only know and we only believe whatever he says about himself.
And I might not be the most optimal, the smartest, but when I get going, it's a sight. It's poetry. It's beautiful.
Newark, California is home to an array of curious folk who inexplicably became intertwined with some of the most recognizable bird icons in pop culture. First, there's Cristina Valenzuela, the voice actor of Tulin in the popular Nintendo Zelda games Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Is that you?
Second, there's Rashad Penny, former running back of the Seattle Seahawks and current running back of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Rashad Penny!
And finally, there's the best Melee Falco main in the world, Joseph Marquez, known by the world as Mang0.
And the crowd's cheering for a fourth stop. This could be it! This is it!
Mang0 throughout the years has had 3 monikers attributed to him: the Kid, the Buster, and the Goat. Each of these nicknames tell a unique side to this alluring pro player's story. Let's start with the first one, the Kid. Mang0 was born December 10th, 1991, and raised by a single mother in this single-story house. Although the neighborhood wasn't the greatest, as a kid, Mang0 didn't really notice, because what you grow up with is simply what you know. After meeting a lot of other kids his own age, a neighborhood friend group emerged.
Cool thing is my other friend lived right there. My best friend at the time lived right there.
And every day after school, Mang0 and his buddies would hop his school's fence to play baseball and other sports.
And I just want everyone to know that I was the fastest gate hopper the world's ever seen.
This lifestyle was so natural that Mang0 even entertained the idea of becoming a pro sports player back in the day. But that would soon change when a certain neighborhood kid knocked on his door. The professional Melee player, Lucky.
Lucky is outplaying him right now, man.
Yeah,
whoa! What is the death guard?
Oh, he went for
Oh my goodness gracious! Is Lucky gonna beat Mang0?
At this point, he wasn't Lucky yet, but instead a scraggly, personable 5th grader by the name of Joey. Joey's friend, knowing how good the two were at the fighting game Melee, pitted the duo against each other to see who was the best in the neighborhood. After a quick play session, it was proven to be, as it always has been, Mang0. Mang0 continued to play baseball after school while Joey, sure that he was the best, got to practicing. And soon enough, Joey's practice paid off. When the two sat down together to play a rematch, it was Joey who consistently won. This change in the neighborhood's leaderboard saw Mang0 gradually replace sports with Melee, because, in his own words,
I can't live in a world where Joey is better than me. And he was talking hella shit, and I was like, and ever since that day, I just like slowly stopped playing sports.
a friendly rivalry bloomed, and year after year, the pendulum of who was the best in the neighborhood oscillated, and as a result, the two now best friends got fiendishly good at this 2001 fighting game. A couple years later, the two figure out that there are tournaments posted for this game online. Once they find listings in the LA area, they knew it was time to compete. While they typically placed well in the more common 1v1 singles category, it was ultimately in their 2v2 doubles performances where their skills shined. Under their team name 4-Leaf Mang0, the duo was quickly becoming one of the city's most formidable. All that practice between the friends was paying off, literally. While other 15-year-olds were thinking about jobs for money, Mang0 and Joey were earning cash through local Melee tournaments. When the duo came back home with their first ever prize money, Mang0's mom stopped paying her son allowance, as she figured with Joey and Melee, he would be just fine. It turns out, she was right. Every couple of tournaments, Mang0 and Joey would come back with something. A 20 here, a 50 there, and on special occasions, even a couple of hundreds. For two high schoolers, that kind of cash was enough to make them feel like millionaires. And although they didn't realize it back then, this feeling of being on top of the world, of being successful at something, helped them avoid the tougher parts of growing up in a bad neighborhood. While they saw a handful of their peers turn to gangs, 4-Leaf Mang0 continuously turned to Melee. When nobody else really did, Melee gave these two kids from Norwalk a shot. In 2007, Mang0 and Lucky would place first and second respectively in singles and joint first and doubles at the tournament SoCal's Best. It was clear they had dominated their regional scene, and now it was time to widen the scope. For the first time, the biggest fighting game tournament series of all time, EVO, was to include Melee in its 2007 game lineup. With Melee's addition, Lucky and Mang0 quickly signed up and got to practicing. While Lucky practiced as Fox, a character defined by its fast and technical gameplay, Mang0 practiced an entirely different character, one that didn't see much competitive use at all, Jigglypuff. In 2007, while Fox was considered a great character, Jigglypuff was considered average. This is due to glaring weaknesses such as slow ground movement, unusable special moves, and a low weight which left her vulnerable to lightning-fast KOs. But used in the right hands, one could overcome these weaknesses with her hidden strengths. Multiple jumps meant she didn't have to fight on the ground. A disjointed, more powerful than usual back air made up for the unusable special moves. And a one-hit KO move called Rest could make the other characters scared to even approach for a fast KO of their own. Nobody showcased these strengths quite like the Canadian smasher The King. In 2007, the Jigglypuff main uploaded the first of its kind combo video, which highlighted the character's vast potential. Clip after clip, The King made Jigglypuff seem less like a middle tier and more like a top one. Mang0 was inspired and decided to devote all his energy into learning how to best use this character for EVO. Soon, the date arrived and the two skilled friends trekked over to Nevada to play the world's best. Melee's EVO debut saw over half of its top 10 players contend for the title of champion. Lucky would put up an impressive fight, but ultimately fall to the top talent, placing 17th out of 270 players. This wasn't just SoCal anymore, this was the world's best, and it just so happened that one of them was in Mang0's starting pool, the first of Melee's 5 gods, U2 King. Mang0 would impressively exit his pools on winner's side, and work his way all the way up to winner's semis, where he was set to face the undisputed best player in the world, Ken. Back in the day, no player had a higher major tournament win-loss ratio than Ken. In fact, the Marth main won so much prize money that it financed his entire college degree, and made him so well known that he even featured in CBS's reality TV show Survivor, under the tag Professional Gamer. The Melee community called him something else entirely, the King of Smash. Mang0's Cinderella run would surely meet its end with a couple quick swings of Ken's sword.
Or would it?
Well, Mang0's up at a 48% lead with 1 minute to go.
Air combo, off the edge. Another hit, that's it.
Mang0, an unranked player, had just defeated the world's #1. And although Mang0 would later get knocked out of winners by Samus player Hugs, and then eliminated by Ken in their losers bracket rematch, the 15-year-old set an unbelievable precedent at one of his first ever major tournaments. No matter who was the best in the world, Mang0 had what it took to beat them.
I'm not scared to play anybody. I'll play anybody.
Not scared about anybody.
Well, I see a couple people. They're all my friends that I play every day, so either way, we're all going home happy.
Back home, Mang0 kept winning local and regional tournaments to solidify himself as one of the best players on the West Coast, and he would retrospectively debut on the Melee Top 10 list at 10th in the world. The only other player from the West Coast to join him was Ken, who the first time ever wasn't ranked first. Instead, it was Mewtwo from the East who overtook him. The entire rest of the top 10 was East Coast talent as well, and perhaps unsurprisingly, they therefore viewed themselves as the superior region. In the East Coast's eyes, Ken was no longer the king of Smash, and Mang0's Cinderella Evo run was simply a lucky fluke, where Mang0 took advantage of Evo's best-of-3 format instead of the more standard best-of-5. So, in the next iteration of Melee's top 10, surely they both would be replaced. Well, the East Coast was only half right. Mang0 knew of the East Coast's low view of the West, and so using the last of his Evo prize money, he last minute bought a ticket to Baltimore, Maryland, and set out to prove them wrong. But things didn't go to plan at first. In the very first bracket round of Pound Free, Mang0 was set to face Silent Wolf, one of the only other West Coast players in attendance. Perhaps in defiance of the East Coast spectators, the duo, instead of playing their mains, had fun playing unserious Link Dittos. As a consequence though, Mang0 would lose their set, which amused the East Coast players to no end. To make matters worse, Silent Wolf lost his very next match to Shoutout, and then got knocked out of the tournament entirely by New York up-and-comer Hacks for 17th. If this was the best that the West Coast had, then the East was simply right. They were better.
They were right here, and they were right there.
And they're just shit-talking me, and I was 15, and I remember, not that I wanted to cry, but I remember being like,
guys are gonna beat the shit out of me.
I'm like, dude, I might not be built for this. These motherfuckers are just beating me down.
With Silent Wolf's unimpressive result, losers bracket Mang0 found himself representing an entire nation. In losers, Mang0 will kick it into second gear, defeating his toughest slew of opponents yet, including rank 6 Azen, rank 5 Shoutout, and a rank 9 Court. Unbelievably, Mang0 found himself in the losers' final match, where he was set to face off against PC Chris, ranked 4th in the world.
I remember Hugs talking to me about I went to a California tournament and I was like, yo, who should I watch out for? And he's like, you don't know who he is, but you need to watch out for this guy Mang0.
Tied 1-1 down to their last stock on game 3, whoever holds their composure better here will make it to grand finals.
Mang0.
Mang0 had already beaten Mewtwo once at EVO, but it wasn't a best-of-5 set, and it was written off as a fluke. Now, since Mang0 came from the loser side bracket, he will have to beat Mewtwo in 2 best-of-5 sets to be crowned champion. The mutters in the crowd were clear. There was no way Mang0 was winning this time.
No one understands the game like me. Mewtwo's always I know the most about the game. I'm like, yeah, but I understand the game the most. There's a big difference between knowing and understanding. I hear people are like, well, you always do this. It's like, no, you can do anything you want. It's just every situation, even if you think you've seen it a million times, it's always a little different. And then in that little difference, you can just do something else, and they don't see it coming, and then you get the open up, and then you can go to town. It's so endless. It's why limit yourself to one thing when you can just do anything you want?
Set 1 would go to a final game 5.
When I play Super Smash Bros., I use a lot of my ability to recognize patterns and to make accurate predictions to choose my next move. There are so many different options, and I don't quite have them all at my head at once. I have this theory that Mang0 sees them all at once and chooses, in the situation, what he thinks is best at the time that it's happening. If you ask Mewtwo I have heard them say, like, you can't read this guy. I don't know what he's going to do.
Mang0, with an old school technique called the barrel hog, takes away Mewtwo King's last chance of salvaging set 1. The bracket is reset, and it's on to set 2. Down to his last hope, Mewtwo King makes his third and last character switch of the set. Mang0 just beat the new current best player back to back to conclude what many consider to be one of the most impressive losers runs of all time. It would be the only tournament Mewtwo King didn't win in 2008, a tiny yet monolithic West Coast induced stain. Lucky and Mang0 would keep playing Melee for the next couple of weeks in celebration of Mang0's Pound 3 win, but also in celebration of something new, the release of the next installment of Super Smash Bros., Brawl. Just a month after Pound 3, the game was set for release in early March 2008. After a 7-year lifespan for Melee, players were ecstatic for the new installment of Smash to come out. Pound 3 was even symbolically held to be the last major Melee tournament ever, a solid goodbye to a solid game. Now, it was on to Brawl. But when Brawl was finally released, players instantly made a somber realization. The game was a noticeable departure from its fast-paced predecessor. Lower hit stun significantly curtailed the potential for comboing, and advanced techniques like wave dashing were replaced by frustrating mechanics like tripping, which randomly stunned players who just wished to move. These changes that decelerated the game were all intentional, as Sakurai, the creator of Smash, saw Melee as too fast for its own good. But as a result, Melee players saw Brawl as too slow to be competitively fun or viable at all. Regardless, Brawl was the new game on the block, and with that simple fact, it took precedence. At EVO 2008, Melee would be replaced with Brawl, and in the MLG Pro circuit, which had hosted Melee since 2004, Brawl would once again reign supreme. With the loss of big corporations backing the game, there wouldn't be a single national Melee tournament for a whole year. The release of Brawl signaled the dusk of Melee's dark age, as several players turned their back on the game they once loved. But when the world let go of Melee, some steadfast and stubborn players hung on, refusing to follow the lure of pro circuits, sponsors, and money. When his aunt got divorced and moved in with her 2 children, a teenage Mang0 had to make the tough decision and move out due to space. With him was his GameCube controller and Melee, because to him, the game was something Brawl could never be, a short 4-letter word, sick, and that's all that mattered. Competitively, Super Smash Bros. Melee was no longer a professional scene in the true sense of the word. Instead, it became underground, where pro venues were replaced with basements and plastic tables, where thousands of dollars of prize money was replaced with a wad of crumpled dollar bills. But the players didn't care. In fact, they rejoiced, because for the first time in Melee's history, Melee became an esports novelty, a scene 100% player organized and run. And now it was up to these steadfast players to revive the game they loved.
Is this the end? Melee looked like it was on its death throes. And it's like, you know what, let's just do one more, as farewell.
Exactly 1 year from Brawl's release, the Melee community made a statement, and created from the ground up Melee's first national tournament since Pound 3, the aptly named Revival of Melee. Like a phoenix emerging from the ash, Melee was reborn. Mang0 would win Revival of Melee, where he would once again take out Mewtwo King twice. But it wouldn't be the talking piece of this tournament like it was at Pound 3. Instead, people were more interested in the set that occurred right before Grand Finals, Mewtwo King versus the Shizwiz. Players and spectators didn't know it at the time, but this single game would eventually amass over 1 million views. The dynamic combos from Shiz, the triumphant comeback from Mewtwo King, and the overall excitement from the crowd and commentators showcased to the world how sick Melee could truly be. So when the next grassroots tournament series was made out of the Rebel, Genesis, it surpassed the player count of EVO 2007 to become the biggest Melee tournament at the time. It was clear that Melee had a natural allure that went beyond money and corporate status, and one player would be reeled in like no other, one of Melee's future 5 gods, Armada. Traveling all the way over from Sweden for his first ever US tournament, the Peach player would give Mang0 surprisingly quite the fight in winners finals, beating him 3-2. Armada had come out of nowhere and had shocked the North American scene, taking out its greatest players in his wake. All he needed was 2 more games to take the entire tournament outright.
Oh, shit!
He played his heart out. He ended up losing the match. There was a stitch face involved like near the end and he just lost. And then he turns to me and he says, I can't do it. My goal was just to convince him that he could still do it.
Everyone's yelling. It's so hype. Mang0! 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 Mang0!
He still has a long way to go.
Mang0 back into it. Gonna shield buckle that. I know, it's still, oh my god. And Mang0 get his composure back. Come on, Mang0.
Mang0 was going to have to dig deep if he stood a chance. In all of the Genesis Grand Final games combined, Mang0 vs Armada would surpass 1 million total views, and overnight a world stage rivalry was born. And with rivalries comes attention. Eyes were slowly starting to turn away from Brawl and onto the new group of top Melee players. Revival of Melee and Genesis winner Mang0, Apex 2012 and 13 winner Armada, Apex 2010 and Revival of Melee 2 winner Hungrybox, Herb 2 and the Big House Free winner Mewtwo King, and Revival of Melee Free and Pound 5 winner PPMD. In biblical terms, Genesis is when God created man. In Melee terms, Genesis is when man became God. The next Melee major, Pound 4, would serve as the first tournament where all 5 gods were in attendance. And once again, Mang0 emerged victorious.
Hungrybox walks off. I don't even think he shook hands with Mang0.
And it was enough to etch his name into the annals of Super Smash Bros. Melee history. For the first time, Mang0 would be named the best player in the world. But after earning the #1 spot, Mang0 did something wholly unexpected. He took a hiatus from Melee, and in doing so, the game had lost one of its 5 gods before the era could even truly begin.
Because I quit after I won Pound 4, I basically, like most people don't know that I just completely stopped playing the game.
At this point in his life, Mang0 was living with Lucky and his family. Mang0 had just graduated high school, and although they were elated, a creeping and common question was hitting the adolescent. What now? Mang0 chose to enroll at his local community college, but he realized early on that it wasn't for him.
I've never really been a school guy. I think school's cool if you go for something you really like.
Although he was passing all his classes, Mang0 made the decision to drop out. Now, more than ever, Mang0 was at a dead end, unsure where to direct his life. He was the best Melee player in the world, but back then careers weren't built off of playing video games. Sponsors were virtually non-existent in Smash at this point, and the few corporations who did give Melee a shot backed out as soon as Brawl was released. The time of multiple $1,000 first place prize pools that Ken got to bask in was long gone, and nobody was sure if it would ever come back. So Mang0 decided that he needed a real job, and if Smash Brothers wouldn't work, he would do the next best thing and become a boxer.
Thought about growing up. I'm like, what do I really like? And growing up, we fought, like, not like fist fight, but we'd body shots, wrestle. Like, it was kind of easy. I was like, oh, I could do that. Like, so I remember I was working out every day.
Soon, Mang0 was devoting all his time to physical training. There was no more Melee left to be played. There was only the ring. Until an unlikely person reversed Mang0's course. The person who finished right behind him in the 2009 rankings, Armada. Upon hearing about Mang0's sudden absence from the game, Armada would taunt Mang0 and declare he was now the best Melee player.
So I was gonna go do boxing classes, and Armada posted on Smashboards or Facebook or something about like, oh, I guess I'm the best at something winky face, and I was just like, ooh, you motherfucker. I was like, all right, never. And then since then I haven't worked out. My pride and ego just were like, no. I refuse to let it go down like this.
Mang0 firmly decided that he would not let his rival take the #1 spot purely by default. And this highlights something about the Melee god. For better or worse, Mang0 is a very prideful player. It's Grand Finals of Pound 4, the first major Melee tournament in 2010. The tournament has broken the biggest entrant record set just months ago by Genesis, and the massive crowd is ecstatic to see some high-octane Melee.
Once it went pub, I just seen like 12 motherfuckers get up and just walk off. Armada left. Like, damn, no one's watching that shit. Commentators are forced to stay. Yeah, we're forced. We're obligated. Might fall asleep to this. I'm kind of already tired.
Although the two were revered for their own rivalry, the tension and excitement quickly drifted as soon as the set began, as Mang0 and Hungrybox were both playing Puff, to many the most defensive character in the cast. And so people from the audience started to leave early, as Puff Dittos didn't capture their attention near as much as other high caliber matches, like Shiz vs Mewtwo King.
Change the channel, Marge!
Mang0, just like Hungrybox, had grown up taking this character to their peak, but once she arrived there, the community's perception of the character shifted. Instead of being a novel and unique pick, the community now ubiquitously saw her as an overpowered and overplayed one.
Everyone in the crowd is chatting so broken.
This transformation of character ideology would affect the two players differently. Hungrybox, whether out of necessity or choice, embraced the disdain and stuck it out with Puff. Mang0, on the other hand, would take a different path. At the very end of Pound 4's Grand Finals, when Hungrybox misses a rest on Mang0, instead of easily resting Hungrybox back and winning the entire tournament right then and there, Mang0 simply jabs.
Mang0, disrespectful, Mang0.
This prideful move could have cost Mang0 the entire tournament, but he didn't care. It was as if Mang0 had realized something in that exact moment. Jigglypuff wasn't for him anymore. Instead of utilizing the character's signature move, he simply tapped himself out. Besides doubles play and the rare 1v1 game, Mang0 won't play Puff ever again. 2010 saw Mang0 pick up a slew of new secondary characters, none more recognizable than Nintendo's signature mascot Mario. At the time, Mario was considered a mid-tier, but Mang0 didn't care, and even sort of relished the rating. Once again, he could prove that it wasn't his character that defined his skill, but his skill that defined the character. Out of this bold and brash ideology, Scorpion Master 94 was born. After being banned on Smashboards in 2010, a group solution featuring DBR and Hugs and other SoCal smashers came about during a nightly run to Denny's. The result was a fake alias, Scorpion Master, an alleged top smasher from Chile who was visiting the US soon to show off his sick, never-before-seen Mario. Players in on the joke would spread word of this mythical player and post video proof of Scorp making the mid-tier look more like a top one. Sets from the local SoCal tournament GRevX were posted online, where Scorpion Master, in his first tournament ever, was able to take sets off of Hugs and Zoo. Friendly sets were also posted, where Scorp beats the first ever Big House winner, Lovage, and its runner-up, S2J. Whenever someone was skeptical, the SoCal community backed Scorp up, in what many consider to be one of Melee's most legendary pranks. All eyes were on this virtually unknown player heading into the last major tournament of the year.
This is Apex, so bring your A game. Get ready for the best in the game, cause you know they came. And not to lose, but to be victorious. Defeat will come quick, but victory is glorious. They'll use any trick they can to win, no doubt. Try to gimp you again, my game you or time you out. Comes down, last hit, last stop between the great. This ain't another tournament, it's Apex.
While the four gods all placed in the top 4 at this high caliber tournament, Scorpion Master lost to players Eggs and Wobbles for 25th. While this is one of the highest competitive placements Mario has ever seen, For Mang0, the placement was disastrous. 3 years earlier, in 2007, Mang0 attended his first ever major, Zero Challenge Free, and placed 25th. It was his untied worst melee placement ever, until now. When it was clear that Mario wasn't going to work, Mang0 tried a slew of secondaries, from Marth to Captain Falcon to even Link. Tournament results in late 2010 and early 2011 were therefore a mixed bag. By summer 2011, the Scorpion Master 94 saga had largely come to a close, as another player took the #1 spot, Hungrybox.
All right, Mang0, it's Falcon. Oh, Hungrybox, but oh.
Never mentioned in Implement's video, Hungrybox's first time becoming #1 wasn't 2017, it was 7 years earlier in 2010. Upon seeing Hungrybox become Melee's best player, Mang0 realized his frantic character picks weren't going to make the cut. But he didn't want to go back to Puff either. Although he believed his playstyle to be offensive enough to counteract the community's defense-oriented view of her, it wasn't enough to change their mind. With two opposing forces constantly getting in the way of one another, Mang0 chose the only plausible path. Choose a new character that wouldn't hinder a fast, unpredictable, and offensive playstyle, but rather enhance it. And so, from the dust of Scorpion Master 94 appeared two new challengers, the Space Animals, Fox McCloud and Falco Lombardi. Fox and Falco are the same note played by different instruments. While the resonance is identical, lightning quick combos, shield pressure machines, and frame 1 shines, the sound each character produces is unique. While Falco's most versatile aerial attack is his down air, capable of sending opponents down to the fiery depths below, Fox's most versatile is his up air, capable of sending players straight up to the gates of firmament. Vice versa, the same can be said of their unbelievably swift one-frame shines. Falco's can be used to set up pillar combos, sending players up with shine and back down with dare, while Fox's can spike a character down off the stage entirely. Together, these two characters are the fast and technical gameplay, and they would complement Mang0 to the point where he wouldn't turn back. Mang0 had played the Space Season tournament before, but never to the extent that he had going forward. From now on, he was a spacey dual main.
Like after I won ROM, people were like, oh, he only does it because no one knows how to fight Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff's broken, or, you know, what all the dumb Jigglypuff hate that she gets. I want to show people that I can win, you know, not with just the gimmick, you know, so then kept winning, and then everyone had to, you know, accept that I'm actually good, and I'm not just, you know, banking on Puff's gimmicks. So that's the main reason I did it, was just to shut everyone up.
Oh, that's it, baby. Smash. Easy, that's light work, baby. Oh.
Play Mang0 when he's playing this girl.
Mang0's playing fucking amazing. I really don't see Tosh beating him. A punky controller, dog. A punky controller.
It's 2 years ago. Of course, I really wanted to win Genesis. It was so hyped, Europe against US for the first time. But yeah, it was 2 years ago. And Mang0 is playing serious this tournament. At least it looks like that, so I'll take my rematch now.
It's another thing, like, you know, country is always, it's really fun just because everyone here is American and he wants to win. It's like winning, like if I win, I feel like I won for America, you know, which is always really fun.
The encounter between these two in the first Genesis didn't speak well for Mang0's Spaceys. In Winners Finals, Mang0 would narrowly lose 3-2 playing Falco. In Grand Finals, he once again started out with Falco, but after losing the first game, he switched his game plan and went Puff for the rest of the set, a decision that would ultimately win him his first ever Genesis. But Mang0 was done with Jigglypuff. Today, it was Fox or nothing.
Alright, man. You already know what it is. Grand Finals, the rematch. Niggas is hype, son. Mang0 got a... Oh! Yo! We got the first Genesis all over again. High profile melee, man. Here you have it. These are the two people that everybody wanted to see win, and to see them in Grand Finals is great. I don't need to tell you what Fox and Peach need to do, man. You just see two motherfuckers go at it. This is real melee. This is real melee.
Armada would win the grand finals narrowly at 3-2. Mang0 didn't go back to his puff, and it perhaps cost him not only the entire tournament, but the yearly #1 spot entirely. 2011 would see Armada receive his first ever title of Best in the World, while Mang0 received runner-up. Fast forward a year and Armada would defend his #1 spot, but this time Mang0 wasn't runner-up, it was the melee god PPMD. For the second time, someone using one of Mang0's main characters would surpass him in the rankings. While third in the world was nothing to scoff at, Mang0 knew he could do better. And in 2013, he would give his all to not only pass PPMD, but Armada as well. But then, like a #1 Mang0 3 years ago, after winning 2013's first major tournament tensely to PPMD, Armada decided to retire. After being #1 for 2 years in a row, to him, there was nothing left to prove. Throughout the entirety of 2011, Armada only lost once, another tight grand final set with PPMD. Then, in 2012, he didn't lose at all, one of the only perfect year-long records in Melee's history. The first perfect year was achieved by Ken in 2003, when competitive Melee was in its infancy, so Armada's perfect streak was arguably more impressive, not only because Armada attained more wins, but the meta had developed significantly since then. A new King of Smash was here, and now, after a perfect year, he decided to call it quits. Mang0 would not get another chance to face his rival, and he would have to live with a lackluster 0-3 set at Apex 2012 being the last time he would ever face him. Mang0 wasn't content, and so he attended the 3rd edition of Sweden's biggest tournament series, Beast, co-organized by Armada himself. Surely here he would get to play the god. Mang0 would win singles and then doubles without dropping a single game. But the win was tainted by the fact that Armada wasn't present in either of the brackets.
Forward smash him! Disgrace him!
Although he came back home with 2 gold medals, he still felt empty-handed. Later that year, a familiar tournament series came back into the picture, the same tournament series that put Mang0's name on the map back in 2007, EVO. EVO and Melee's reunion was far from simple. After EVO switched Melee out for Brawl in 2008, and then again in 2009, EVO would drop Smash from its fighting game roster completely. For the next 3 years, Smash wouldn't be included in the biggest fighting game tournament ever, and that didn't initially change in 2013. When looking at the year's lineup, there was no Smash, only the classic fighting games you would expect to see, like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. But there was an enigmatic 8th spot included this year as well, Player's Choice. When looking for an 8th game to include in their roster, the EVO staff held a donation drive for breast cancer research, wherein the gaming community that donated the most money to the drive would have their game take the 8th spot. Many games were eligible to compete, including Melee and Brawl, but it looked like neither of the Smash titles had a shot at first, as an unexpected game quickly jumped into first with over $3,000 total donated, My Little Pony: Fighting is Magic. How could Smash compete against such a polished, groundbreaking, and innovative fighter? Well, all at once it didn't even have to, because the game wasn't even complete yet. With My Little Pony out of the running, Melee found itself first. But it was being followed close behind by another game, Skullgirls. Like a pendulum, the two communities raised the stakes higher and higher. Approaching the final day, both had raised a hefty $40,000 each, and it was still unclear who would win the drive. So the Melee community did what it did best, and came together in one final grassroots effort. A 6-hour stream was held by the Melee collective Melee It On Me, and would feature notable top players and community members. The goal of the stream was to come together and raise one last spirit bomb of donations to pass Skullgirls once and for all. The result would be $50,000 raised in that last single day. And just like that, Melee earned the 8th spot in EVO, not due to sponsors, organizations, or any other business. Thanks to its own community, Melee was back on the biggest stage. EVO 2013 quickly became the biggest Melee tournament of all time, with 709 entrants, doubling the previous record set at Pound 4. It was so popular that Taylor Hicks, winner of the 5th season of American Idol, even tried his hand at the game. On the elite level, the 4 gods who were still playing signed up too. This wasn't just a standard national Melee tournament anymore. This was something special, something Melee had never seen before, and it incentivized one of its biggest players to sign up as well, Armada. But just as the Melee community had done with EVO, they would once again have to donate to get their number 1 to attend. If the community could raise another $2,600, enough to cover his brother's travel and lodging, Armada agreed that he would go to EVO and, just this once, compete again. The Melee community had its top players back, and once the fun was met, the Melee god bought a ticket for the States. Now, not only was Melee back on the biggest stage, but all 5 of its biggest players were too. The first of the gods to face off was Armada versus PPMD. This was the grand finals match of Apex 2013. Now, it was just top 32.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
We're not
God.
even in semis yet.
We're on Yoshi's story. Who did he pick?
versus Armada.
It's Falco. We
Falco
expected
Lombardi. And PP himself has said recently, he tweeted, the beak at its peak.
Oh!
Right off the nice. And is he gonna... And that's it!
Oh my God! Dr. PP beats Armada 2-0! Oh my God! Who would have thought this would have happened?
That was amazing.
PPMD sent Armada into losers early on and advances to top 16. For Mang0 to make it to top 16, he has to beat the best Pikachu player in the world, Axe.
This could be it. Good read down. Of course, everybody texts in that direction, and that's gonna be it.
First game to Axe.
Is this winners?
This is winners.
And is this what you wanted?
This is 2 out of 3. Oh, this could be trouble. This is trouble.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Axe
Is Axe going to pull off the second major upset of the day?
Are we gonna have 2 killers in losers bracket?
Dueling champs. The crowd is undecided. Yo, I gotta say it. Marvel's in his hype right now. Oh, but
no.
doesn't get that punish. And neither does Mang0. Unsmashed, but DI's away. Oh, he barely
This is
makes
a problem.
Oh,
Mang0.
Mang0 beats Axe and makes it into top 16. For top 8, he will have to beat the player ranked just outside the 5 gods, Wobbles. But Wobbles proves to be a challenge. Using Melee's most infamous infinite combo, the eponymous wobbling, the Ice Climber main traps Mang0 in an inescapable grab early on in the set, and game 1 instantly becomes his.
Don't get grabbed. Mang0 just up smash.
Yep.
Oh,
I have infinites too. I have infinites too. I have infinites too. Between both Ice Climbers. Nice spacing. Oh, wobbles.
Mang0 fights back to win game 2, and just like Axe, it'll come down to a game 3. Down to both players' last stocks, all Mang0 needs to do is not get grabbed, and the game is most likely his.
Other than the losers bracket. Let's see what Mang0 does here.
He has to get rid of Nana ASAP. Wobbles has so many setups. For the wobble! For the wobble!
This is it.
Wobbles is going to top 8 winner's side.
Wow.
Major upset.
Wow. And PP.
Mang0 unexpectedly dropped into losers, but he wasn't alone. Wobbles, currently having the run of his life, would take down 2 other Melee gods, PPMD and Hungrybox, on his way to grand finals. Now, just like in Pound Free, Mang0 had a marathon ahead of him to become champion. First up is PPMD, currently ranked higher than Mang0, but Mang0 makes it look like the opposite should be true instead.
Because Mang0 got stuck on there trying to chase him down after that.
Oh my gosh! Here he goes, he's chasing him down, trying to get him.
Mang0's trying to bring this one back. He might just do it here. Oh! He knew it, but just couldn't capitalize. Playing a bit lowercase.
He's got this hit, and he can't make it back! And Mang0...
After being sent down to losers early on by PPMD, Armada tore through the bracket, not dropping a single game, and in doing so, caused a rematch that was never supposed to happen. Armada had retired as the undisputed best, but now Mang0 had one more shot to rewrite the narrative.
He has this weird, unique thing where when everybody's watching him, when it matters the most, he's in his comfort zone, which makes no sense. Nobody ever has everybody's eyes on them. Why would you feel comfortable then?
A little bit of a stall tactic here, and he got back.
Oh, this is trouble.
No, can't keep him out there.
He has knocked him out. He's taking his shirt off. His shirt's in the crowd. Melee Army's very own Mang0 saying, I waited so long for this one. The crowd says it all right now. Hey, from that blast zone. Hungrybox needs a miracle right now. Oh, he read that roll!
None of what Mang0 had done with Scorpidorp or losing these random games here and there told his story. Like, I know he's the best player in the world. Best player of all time.
Himself just in that one situation, but still there it is! And there it is! The up smash and wobbles is gonna go down. 3-1 Mang0 has come on.
Out of the 9 games EVO ended up featuring this year, it was the player's choice, Melee, that had one of the highest peaks of viewership during the entire stream. And the EVO staff realized they would be making a huge mistake not featuring the game again. Shortly after, Melee was announced at EVO 2014. Melee was slowly growing out of the Dark Age beforehand, but nothing compared to this. Suddenly, all at once, the game was entering a full-on renaissance, and Mang0 emerged as its #1 player. After EVO 2013, Mang0 took a break from competing to care for his pregnant girlfriend Lauren. Thanks to winning EVO, he had a couple $1,000s in his bank account to support his new family, but in California, that amount of money won't go far. So Mang0 made the decision to move with Lauren and her family to Ohio. Shortly after, on October 14, 2013, Joseph Marquez Jr. was born, and while his father's middle name is Manuel, JoJo's is Mang0. With a family of his own, Mang0 realized he would need a more steady source of income than just tournament winnings here and there. So he set out to get a sponsor. Usually esports sponsors and teams stuck to more conventional games such as MOBAs like League of Legends and shooters like CSGO. But thanks to Melee's sudden rise at EVO and the recently released Smash Bros. Documentary by Samox, Melee was getting a lot of attention, and sponsors were looking to invest in the hype. But despite placing first at EVO and placing first overall for the entire year, Mang0 had a pretty tough time getting a team to sign him, and it was all thanks to one thing: his infamous role in the Smash Bros. Documentary. In his episode, Mang0 is depicted as the party animal who doesn't have to try to win, and his portrayed image didn't exactly line up with the professional standards sponsors were looking for. Therefore, he was labeled as a problematic pick, and his dream team TSM would reject him. But one team was willing to look past Mang0's portrayed image and give him a chance: Cloud9. In 2014, Mang0 signed with them and started earning $700 a month. Although this sum is pennies compared to what top esports athletes receive today, back in the day, especially to Mang0 who is now a father, this steady income was heaven sent. Mang0 had an excellent start under Cloud9, winning Get On My Level 2014.
But also happy Mother's Day to Lauren, because I had to miss Mother's Day to handle business. Since I won, me and Lauren are going to Red Lobster. What's up?
Let's go.
You can only afford Red Lobster if you're on Cloud9. That's how you know you've made it. I'm gonna spend like $100 just because.
At Red Lobster? Let's go.
A tournament win that allowed him to enter another familiar tournament series, MLG. In 2014, Melee had grown so huge that MLG, a once monolithic gaming organization, wanted back in. And they weren't the only ones who wanted back in.
Here's the man! Okay, now, a lot can happen in 8 years, that's for sure. Was it your goal to change the game from the beginning?
It was. From my first tournament, I always wanted to become the best, travel to America and take the title. And here I am to take it one more time.
While Mang0 found himself in MLG Anaheim Grand Finals, so too did Armada. After Armada had lost his first place spot to Mang0 at EVO, his retirement was no more, as he once again had something to prove. But Mang0 was eager to prove himself too. He wanted to show the world that he could become a back-to-back world champion just like Armada.
Oh my God! Wow. All right, they're on another level, but the Firefox almost gave an opportunity. Oh man, this could. And that is a destruction!
People were counting me out and said I was gonna get like 4th place. Like, get out of here! What are you talking about? Like, people always tend to sleep on me. And if there was 10 Melee commandments, one will be thou shalt not sleep on the kid.
Mang0 wins against Armada 3-2 to claim his biggest cash prize yet, $5,000. And then, less than a month later, Mang0 won the year's crowned event, EVO 2014, becoming the tournament's back-to-back champion.
And we have our champion!
2014, coupled with an equally impressive 2013, saw Mang0 in his best shape ever, taking home a majority of the biggest tournament names in a dominant 2-year stretch. In both years, Mang0 would place first in over half of what he attended, and just like in 2013, Mang0 would once again end 2014 the best in the world. But as was told in the beginning, Mang0's story is a tale of high mountains and low valleys. The era of the kid, characterized by Mang0's ascent from an unbashful youth with things to prove to the undisputed back-to-back world champion, had reached its climax, and the conclusion was quickly on its way. Apex 2015 was known for a lot of famous sets, such as PPMD defeating Armada to claim the entire tournament, arguably his crowning achievement. But the most viewed match wasn't in the main bracket. It was an infamous side event, Leffen vs Chillin. Chillin, a ranked player back in the early days of Smash, didn't like how bashful and dismissive the rising star Leffen was of him and the people who came before him. So he challenged the new schooler to a first to 5. Leffen accepted and boldly claimed he wouldn't have to practice as the match would be an easy 5-0.
Gamer wants to know what's the set count going to be against Chillin. The people want to know.
I don't need to say anything. Everyone knows what I'm going to say. And it's gonna be 5-0. That's how it's gonna be. Why should I waste my time practicing against him? I'm gonna beat him anyway.
Chillin made an entire diss track titled Respect Your Elders in response.
The only way to make you hush, first I body bag your fox, then die zip it shut. I'ma put you in your place, kid. You
Over 1 million people tuned in to watch this one-of-a-kind new school versus old school cage battle, and what they were about to witness was the slow crushing of a man's soul.
Mid first, who was gonna mispace something? Oh!
Wow, and Chillin right now. But Leffen takes game 2, and he's laughing. He's like, this man, he's not on my level.
He's just waiting.
Whoa, Leffen, did you just really do a Firefox? Oh man, Chillin looking slightly flustered. Wait, the knockdown? That's an up smash. And a 5-0. Right now, Chillin gets dethroned. He is not using this color fox anymore.
Leffen 5-0 Chillin dude in such a dominant fashion that his opponent couldn't even speak for himself after the match was over, save for 2 infamous words.
Chillin, you have anything you want to say to the people?
Mabi.
After seeing his compatriot at his lowest competitive point ever, Mang0 knew he needed to step up and defend Chillin.
This man, okay, I went to his country and he beat me. Okay. But you come to my country and you beat my man 5-0. If we play in bracket, we're gonna put 1,000 on it. 1,000.
If the two met in bracket, $1,000 would be put on the line by each man, and lo and behold, in winners semis, Mang0 and Leffen collided. Prior to this match, Leffen had just defeated Mewtwo King the set before, and in doing so, became the first person ever to take a set off of all the 5 gods.
That's it, and Leffen takes it over Mewtwo King, a 3-stock on Dreamland.
Leffen has made history.
This novel feat was enough to earn him the title of Godslayer, and the Godslayer was just getting started.
Let's see.
Whoa! The side clank.
If he does this, he's the best.
Yeah, if he does this, man, up till, not gonna.
Oh!
Yes, it is! What?
While new storylines were being crafted, old ones were disappearing. Mang0 would lose his bold $1,000 bet and get sent down to losers. If he could do well enough versus Armada, maybe he could face Leffen again later in the bracket and redeem himself.
Oh! The shield stab, and I thought Mang0 was gone, but
yeah. Yeah, that'll do it though. Wow, the shield drop back here. That'll do it.
2-0.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mang0.
And Mang0, wow, he's looking really exhausted. You saw that deep breath. That's it.
That will do it on Yoshi's story. Armada defeats Mang0. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to ask. Anything you want to talk about, really?
I realize life is this crazy, mystical thing, and sometimes you just go out like a buster, and there's nothing you can do about it. I think I want you to think about your life. How many times have you gone out a buster? It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
I went out like such a buster this weekend. Holy moly. I act like Mr. Cool Guy on Saturday. I call out Leffen. Oh. And then I just get 3-1.
No. No.
And then I play Adam, Armada, and he just 3-0s me. Like.
No, dude. That's how it goes, dude. Yeah, sometimes you're the buster, dude. And that's all you gotta say about it.
Armada's 3-0 on Mang0 at Apex 2015 set the tone for the rest of the year. In their next tournament, I'm Not Yelling, Mang0 was projected to take the tournament after defeating Armada 3-1 in winners finals. However, Armada clawed his way back to play in grand finals, and in doing so, gathered a newfound confidence.
Oh, wow, Armada! Armada! Oh, that's it. Wow.
Mang0's fall from grace was highlighted further when he underperformed at EVO, his comfort tournament. After getting knocked into losers by Plup, the only other player to take a set off of all 5 gods, Mang0 would lose to Hungrybox for 5th place.
Mang0 goes for the classic waveland off the ledge.
Yo, Mang0 actually recovered that way
Not content with his lowest EVO placing ever, Mang0 decides against keeping his medal and instead throws it into the crowd.
He throws it.
Afterwards, he would watch the first place trophy go to perhaps the new powerhouse of Melee, Armada. The only god Mang0 didn't have a positive set record on. With Armada's EVO win, the Melee god looked poised to take Mang0's #1 spot come the end of the year. But Mang0 had one more attempt to bring it back from the depths. Just as 2015 was coming to a close, a new major Melee tournament series emerged unlike any other. At a first glance, this new tournament looks like a colossal letdown. Huge multi-thousand square foot venues were replaced with a single house. Player attendance transformed from the high hundreds into the low tens. There's nowhere to sign up for the event, and there wasn't even a listed address to attend to watch. But that's what makes Smash Summit so appealing. Never before seen in the Melee community, Summit was an exclusive invite-only tournament. In short, it was the best of the best, all in one house, competing for the biggest prize pool Melee had ever seen.
Here we are, Smash Summit Grand Final.
Despite there being an insane amount of talent gathered in one single room, it was ultimately Armada and Mang0 who made it to the first ever Summit Grand Finals. Mang0 was determined to transform 2015 into a successful year like 2013 and 14. Armada was determined to regain his title after a dominant 2011 and 12. This was Melee at its peak, and it was a peak only big enough for one.
Oh,
tried to down tilt, wasn't space.
There's like no
shield.
shield.
Tried to react, but he messed up.
Oh,
my
air.
god, that forward air.
The hit wasn't out when he landed, so that wasn't a good idea.
This is so close.
Oh my goodness! Forward smash saved him? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
He just went for it.
Yeah, no shine.
I don't know about that.
Dude.
Oh, it's not a big deal, man.
Thank you, Mewtwo King. The
Good
only
job,
one,
Mewtwo King.
the only one that was called.
Is that it? It's over.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh, Savior champion for Summit Armada. No one could see this coming. How does he do it?
Hey man, I gotta give Mang0 props for
Yeah.
okay. I like the little whatchamacall, what's confetti. You know, hey, Mang0 did show us the Falco Peach.
Mang0 narrowly loses, and in doing so, Armada would claim the #1 spot in 2015. Mang0, on the other hand, wouldn't even be runner-up. Hungrybox, who stopped Mang0's free P to Evo, and Leffen, who beat Mang0 at Apex, were both able to surpass him for 2nd and 3rd respectively. Mang0 was now ranked 4th in the world, the worst world ranking he'd ever received behind his debut in 2007. 2016 kicks off with Genesis Free, where the previous Genesis winners, Mang0 and Armada, find themselves again in grand finals. Things are looking good when Mang0 wins his first set 3-1.
Oh, wow! Yo, the heavens just want Mang0 to win.
But he came from the loser's side and needs to win another set to take the whole tournament.
Oh, God, be on Mang0's side, yeah. And
reality?
The reality?
Dream dead.
Yeah, dream's dead. Armada.
Mang0 can't find the ability to win another set, and in doing so, Armada takes the whole tournament.
That was great, man. That was wonderful. I mean, you could argue these two are the best to do it, you know?
For the second time in a row, Mang0 takes runner-up. And that sets a trend for the first half of 2016, as Mang0 receives the most second places ever in one year, at 7. Only 2 tournaments broke this streak. DreamHack Austin saw Mang0, coming in from losers, win a tight Game 9 Grand Finals versus Hungrybox, to finally claim his first tournament of the year.
Oh, in a good position. It's off the air. Mang0 finally does it. Mang0 popping off. Oh man, he does it. The champion. Oh, after the big marathon, Mang0 finally does it.
One thing I always respect about HBox is that like it doesn't matter if he's down 3 stocks, doesn't matter if he's up 3 games, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anything. He's always gonna play his game, and he stays real calm. And it's like, you know, I don't have that. Like I won the first set. I was like, oh. I was thinking about popping a champagne bottle in my head. I'm like, let's go. And then it's like, the thing that's very respectable about him is like, he just, no matter what, he plays. He plays till his last stock, his last breath. Like, still long. I'm like happy, but I'm not satisfied, I guess would be. I'm not satisfied yet.
But on the other side of the equation, at Smash Summit 2, Armada 3-0's Mang0.
That was so sick by Armada. You know that he's going to take that one. And he doesn't even bother recovering.
Yeah. This is really bad.
Maybe.
Mang0 kind of just gave him again. Yeah, this is bad.
Oh, okay, that was cool.
And that was
That's an SBAT taunt if I've ever seen one in life.
Oh.
Is it over?
I think so.
That's it. 30.
Yeah. Wow.
Man.
That was probably one of the worst Armada Mang0 sets I've ever seen.
Probably.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was one of
Armada goes on to win the entire tournament. Mang0 would catch a break and secure his biggest win of the year versus Armada at the Big House 6. But once again, the end of the year was dominated by Smash Summit. At its third iteration, it would once again be Armada who reigned victorious, being the first player ever to three-peat a major tournament. It was enough for Armada to secure 2016's #1 spot. And now, Mang0's back-to-back championship spots were sandwiched between Armada's double back-to-back championship spots. At the end of 2014, people were calling Mang0 the greatest of all time, but coming into 2017, that crown was starting to slip onto Armada's head instead. Just as it was looking like Armada was the greatest of all time, Mang0 had one shot to flip the scales. Armada was coming off a so far flawless 2017, so it's no surprise that he found himself quickly in grand finals of Royal Flush, 3-0ing DJ Nintendo, Hugs, Drugged Fox, and Hungrybox. His only real challenge came in the form of Mang0, who he defeated in a tense Game 5 set. Mang0, upon being sent to losers by Armada, would beat Shroomed in an equally tumultuous Game 5 set, and continue to work his way through the losers bracket, to come back and face Armada in grand finals. Coming from losers, Mang0 would need to win 2 sets versus Armada to be crowned champion. Sometimes, in Super Smash Bros. Melee, there are sets where 2 players are so evenly matched that no one can be sure of the outcome. Royal Flush Grand Finals is one of these sets. A clash of minds, spirits, gods.
You guys ready for the Grand Finals, man? Alright, I see I'm out in the back, but Mang0's already close enough, so let's go ahead and welcome back to the stage, Cloud9 Mang0!
The aerial, then shielding after.
Oh.
Nice down tilt. Tough TI spot to be in.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like damn if you do, damn if
You
you
don't.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? Knife for gun, baby. I don't know if I could do it, but Mang0.
Uh-oh. And Armada, he's fishing. He's reeling them in.
He's cheesing them, baby.
Hey, sometimes you got to, man.
So he's being very
trying.
there.
No, why you roll?
And again.
There you go. He almost threw that game. I think.
Oh, soft hits.
Wow, that was crazy.
Yo. He's definitely looking for.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he got a little greedy. And Armada just a game away from being that one true god.
Now I know exactly what's your percent's going to be. I know exactly how to kill you. Hit you as hard as I can from this point. Armada has such a good wall to set those things up, and it's really impressive to do that.
Dash tech, that's a little desperate.
Armada got hit.
Oh,
nice.
And he said, "Listen."
He's just a brick wall. It's just if you're coming at him and you're not doing it 100% right, you're gonna die or take a lot of damage.
You can hear him. You ain't got to say nothing.
Yeah, man.
We ain't got to say nothing.
They know.
He said, "Stop the crowd." Oh, Armada.
Okay, Armada up air. Oh, the blow pencil.
Oh, a little dash through that dash smash, I think. Maybe thought he should get a shield poke. Oh, this is the Mang0 dash.
Oh! Oh! That is always that moment of suspense.
Oh!
You know.
Beautiful if you get it.
Oh.
That's why he has the fans.
That peach combo made it nasty. Ooh, for good measure. For good measure. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, Dash Shack City.
Oh, Mang0.
Oh, and Armada
yeah.
one stop away from walking home the Royal Flush.
Care out of
Oh,
shield.
to get the dash and the up smash, or just behind it. That
on
might
his
be
jump.
it.
When Mang0 got ferried off stage, the crowd, the commentators, even Armada knew it was over as he followed him into the abyss. In just a few seconds, Mang0's final stock of the tournament would disintegrate into stardust. But for Mang0, time seemed to stop. And then, in the blink of an eye, a stock is saved, momentum is gained, and the tides of battle shift.
Oh, that could be it.
Not over.
He got
Not
greedy.
over.
He
Yeah.
got greedy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that could be the difference between walking home the champion.
Oh,
Mang0's got a lot of momentum.
Oh, the crowd's
down
on
smash.
deck.
Armada
Oh,
for
my
trouble.
goodness.
Grab here. Up throw.
That's an up throw there.
Oh,
he
caught his jump.
bared. I can't believe he bared right there.
Oh, oh.
Oh,
he's
wait
not
a
there, I
minute.
don't think. No, one
Oh.
more.
Oh!
That was crazy.
I don't even know what to think.
That was crazy.
It's just Mang0's really, really good at tightening it up, at least today when he has to.
And we got a set 2. So Armada's going to have to fight a little bit. Hasn't lost his sense since UGC.
Against all odds, Mang0 came back to win set 1, but the job was only half done. After a quick break, it's on to set 2.
It looked over.
Yeah, I mean Armada, you have to play so consistently, and Mang0 is playing like up to par, lucky,
Right.
19-2, so it's looking good. We just gotta bring it
Okay.
home.
Losers bracket Mang0.
Losers bracket Mang0 versus losers bracket
Bracket Armada. Let's see who gets it.
Tries to Serena Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that might be it. Eat your vegetables, baby.
Yeah.
Eat your vegetables.
Good
And
for your diet.
When you make it, game 1 like me.
Oh, home.
Oh. Oh, that's to do it.
Yep.
And it's 1-1.
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
Oh,
thought Armada messed that up
man.
too.
That's it.
That was a good game.
Once again, Armada finds himself up 2-1 and only needs one more game to win the tournament. Mang0's been here before though, he knows what he needs to do.
It's a supersonic flight, gotta keep it going.
Uh-oh, that's it. Game 5.
Oh.
Let's go.
Few Smash tournaments have ever been concluded on the rare Game 10, for a set can only reach this number at the very end, when two competitors are so evenly matched that a single close set doesn't cut it between the two. Fortuitously, the Smash 4 Grand Finals set at Royal Flush came down to a Game 10 as well. Year's best player, Zero, was being given a run for his money by Mr. R, who clawed his way back in the loser's bracket to fight for the title of champion. But ultimately, Zero would strike that marathon of a comeback story down into the depths below when it mattered most. Just a year later, Zero would be named the undisputed greatest of all time in Smash 4. Ironically, Mr. R would be named the 10th, painstakingly symbolizing the game he needed to win when it mattered most.
Is it going to be the reality check that we all need? Or can Mang0 make us believe in dreams again?
That's what you wanted.
Oh, game 5 second set.
Game 5 second set.
There we go. Got that. Oh,
he's moving. He's moving.
Oh, and Armada. Can he keep his? Can he?
Oh.
So down a complete stop.
So slow.
That's it.
Uh-oh.
And Mang0.
And Mang0 one stock.
The crowd.
Oh, wow.
Oh, down.
Image, I mean, at this
Jump.
point.
True to his resilient nature, Mang0 completed his loser's run comeback to take the entire tournament, and this royal flush victory became part of an ongoing statement. A statement that read, no matter who was the best player at the time, whether it be Ken, Mewtwo King, or now Armada, Mang0 had what it took to beat them when it mattered most. While Armada would not end the year at the #1 spot, it wouldn't be Mang0 either. 2017 would end with Hungrybox taking the spot, and that was just the start of Hungrybox's reign over Melee. While the Eagles were having the season of a lifetime, defeating the Patriots to claim their first ever Super Bowl title, Mang0 was having the exact opposite competitive experience. 2018 was the first and so far only year where Mang0 didn't win a single tournament he entered. That didn't stop him from getting close though, and a string of 3rd and 2nd place finishes were enough to grant the Melee God 5th overall for that year. But to Mang0, 5th was just another sign that the Buster era was well on its way, and to others it was a sign that his career as one of Melee's greats was over.
He has relegated him to a shadow of his former glory, placing his god status in serious question.
What? What the f***?
On the other side of the equation, while all 3 of the Floridian NFL teams were having lackluster years, Hungrybox was having the year of his life, winning more tournaments than all of their wins combined. The conclusion of 2018 saw Hungrybox easily retain his #1 spot, and then in 2019, he did it again, becoming the first player since Ken to three-peat the yearly championship title. Hungrybox was also waning away Mang0's dominant set lead against him. Although Mang0 was able to beat Hungrybox in all 3 of his championship years, Hungrybox, more often than not, came out on top. Less than a month after Emplement's Hungrybox documentary comes out, Smash Summit 9 is underway. Mang0 and Hungrybox are set to play in Winner's Top 8. Both have things to prove.
Man, yeah, HBox, just the way that he's playing, right? He's staying on the right side platform, specifically going off stage so much. This must be frustrating. This is frustrating for Mang0 right now. It's gotta be. Up airs are so... Oh, and he misses the tech, but...
Oh my! Oh, HBox is on top of it.
Oh, and he misses the ledge dash.
Messes it up. Damn. HBox has been playing out of his mind this week. He's playing so well.
Lost 2 games.
Mang0 will get sent down to losers by Hungrybox, but he can still face him again in grand finals if he plays well enough versus his losers final opponent Plup. Smash Summit has never been Mang0's tournament, but now, more than ever, he desperately wants to prove himself.
Wow. Big nair there.
Oh, tournament winner. That is not it. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Damage, but still living.
Oh,
whoa, what was that
Mang0,
double jump? Where are
yeah.
you going, my man?
Oh, and Mang0 meant to wave dash to the ledge.
He missed his wave dash there.
And Plup, is that gonna be? Is that gonna cost Mang0?
That's 3 grabs.
70%, 78. He's still living.
Wow.
Can he make it back down to neutral?
Oh, and Mang0
misses
misses the tech. That's so crucial.
Wow. Again, Westfall's pressure. Plup finds a nair.
That's going to be the stock.
Yeah.
This is potentially Mang0's last stock at Summit. Will Plup go on to fight HBox?
Jeez.
Will we have a game 5?
Mang0's shines are
off stage.
so fast right now, but he gets grabbed. Coming off the platform, Plup with the read. He keeps the tech chase going. Oh my god!
Oh, this might be it right here.
And
that might be it right there.
Yeah. And that's it. Mang0 is knocked out of the tournament. It is going to be Plup versus HBox in grand finals.
Look at the mood. Mang0 out at 3rd.
Mang0 would not advance to the coveted grand finals match. He would not be able to prove himself. All that Mang0 had was a relatively disappointing 3rd place finish, and a growing popular sentiment that he was not capable of keeping up anymore. Right now, in this moment, he felt like he was nothing. Mang0 goes outside the Smash Summit venue and does something uncharacteristic, something he's never done at a tournament before. He cries. It's one of the least known facts about him, that after Smash Summit 9, he just didn't know what else to do. While one might call these actions weak of a top player, I disagree. A top player is not merely defined by being strong and confident, but also by being introspective and emotionally genuine. Hungrybox would go on to win Smash Summit 9. And while the yin and yang of Melee couldn't look more different from one another, they also couldn't look more similar. Yin and yang are not flawless parts. Within themselves, they have just a smidgen of the other, and this little unassuming dot has the capability to one day transform itself into the other completely. When Mang0 won EVO in 2013, the narrative surrounding that win produced one of the only times Hungrybox competitively broke down. 7 years later, when Hungrybox won Smash Summit 9, the narrative leading up to that win produced one of the only times Mang0 competitively broke down. A completely different story, but yet somehow the same.
He represents one of the few remaining links between old and new Melee. And as much as some Melee fans would like to forget, he's an integral part of the game's history and legacy.
A completely different story, but against all odds, the same. It's tough when expectations fall short, but it's even tougher when the expectations aren't there in the first place. Implement used inconsistency to count Mang0 out, but it's precisely because of Mang0's inconsistency that you shouldn't. Because here's the thing about competition, the greatest of all time was never the greatest every time.
Notice how the bishop is actually trapped. Magnus puts his bishop on a7, he knows it's going to be taken.
Tak Adame, pojď nám ukázat svůj životní výkon. Všichni ti držíme palce.
Here comes Christian Coleman. Ball pulls up.
Oh, look at the acceleration there. He wants to hit it. Double Tucker Raymond, and he's sat it out as well.
Goodness me, I didn't expect that. So accurate, so precise with every one of his laps.
And she could just run with it.
Exactly.
Oh! Jacob Ellis goes down. Jacob Ellis goes down. A shocker on the home stretch. Tanya Frieden of Switzerland grabs the gold.
Right there.
And that's it. Mang0 is knocked out of the tournament. It is going to be Plup versus HBox in Grand Finals.
Look at the mood.
Wow.
A great competitor is not defined by avoiding losses, but their ability to rise stronger after each one, showcasing a profound level of toughness and determination that transcends anything resembling ordinary.
We have a winner!
While consistency will always be ordinary, inconsistency holds the power to be extraordinary.
Bronze redemption belongs to Lindsay Jacob Ellis.
It's where setbacks have the potential to transform into comebacks, where years of experience and passion for the game
Another world record.
can manifest into one single flicker of a light that has the potential to erase any shadow only if its user chooses to kindle it. Mang0, despite being counted out, kept on playing Melee that day. In the lowest of lows, he found the spark to keep on climbing, and when he eventually reaches the top, there will be something telling in the view. The low points were not disastrous or ruinous, but beautiful, because they added depth to the story, growth to the character, the change needed to define Melee's greatest of all time. But we are not at a particular summit just yet. We are still in a valley. Just as Hungrybox was not the one to end Mang0's streak of being number one, it wouldn't be Mang0 who ended Hungrybox's streak. It would be someone new. Someone who up to this point had been sneaking up through the rankings, quickly becoming one of Melee's most unstoppable forces. Zain Nagami. On the exact day that the Hungrybox documentary was posted, the Melee god was sitting down to play at the grand finals of Genesis 7. Based on initial bracket calculations, it was suspected that Mang0 would be the one to face him in Grands. But Mang0 wasn't sitting on the opposite side of the setup. In his place was the player who upset him to take his spot, Zain.
Not ready? What? Oh, that's gonna be it. Zane's not missing that.
Whoa!
Oh, Mang0 takes it, dead! Oh my god, Zane lived it!
Giving Mang0 a chance to breathe, but no, he's going right in.
He went right in.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, where is he
That's
going?
it.
Does he recover high, low? What has Zain got? That's gonna do it! Mang0 not using...
It was definitely the same feeling, where it was like, I can reshape like the history of Melee right here. Like something that I've watched since 2014, 2015. It's like, I am about to make an impact on this.
Oh, that's gonna be it! Zane! And Zane takes Genesis 7 to his first time on the big stage versus a veteran Hungrybox, the #1 player in the world for years, and Zane, the newcomer, the player that Mang0's looking out for. Everyone knows that Zane is a problem now.
Zain had just won his first Super Major, and he wasn't about to stop there. Due to COVID-19, Melee moved online indefinitely. 3 months after Genesis 7, the first online major was held, Pound. And once again, the grand finals is Hungrybox versus Zain. But this time it's not close at all.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, what he does!
Oh, Zayn with the 3 stop.
Including their winner's final match, Zain 6-0's Hungrybox. making the free-time yearly champion look like someone who had just picked up the controller for the first time. And it's not just Hungrybox.
Like, I want to leave a mark here.
In their very next major, Zayn beats Mang0 6-1, making his second god look like a completely new player.
Zayn takes LACS 2.
Zayn kept on winning from there, looking untouchable. During the online era, the most prominent tournament series was the Slippy Championship League. With 8 iterations being run in total through the online era, Zayn would win over half of them. The only one who could even come close to hanging with Zayn was Mang0.
And he's the closest by far, but it still just feels like Zayn
just, you know what the thing is?
ahead.
Zayn feels like such a complete player. Like, it's just so hard to criticize anything he does. It's just like there's no holes in his overall game plan, and you really have to catch him slipping. And Mang0, I mean, he's such an incredible aggressive player that he's able to take you to that limit and kind of push you into situations where he tests all your fundamental, responses to different things, because Mang0, he really makes you think on the fly. But Zayn, you can't test him.
You really Don't test him. I mean, you got to ask yourself after this result, how long is this going to last?
Maybe a while. I don't know.
Are we?
Feels like is this going to be a long winter?
Mang0 knows it. Zayn knows it. Oh my God! He's jabbing it forever. And that's it.
There
it is. 3-2. What a game! What a game! The edge
That
guards.
is insanity. Congratulations to Zayn with the huge win over Mang0.
Yeah,
that's actually unbelievable. This guy just upset the man that upset
everyone.
Armada and Hungrybox yesterday.
Mang0 was playing quite nice.
And now Mang0's in losers, Armada's in losers, Hungrybox is in losers.
In 2020, Zayn added a summit win to his already impressive tournament resume, and he unofficially became the year's #1 player.
He went for it. Zayn with the colossal tournament.
That's it.
There it is.
It seemed crazy that someone could rise through the ranks in the modern day Melee meta so fast, but Zayn was just that good, not only rising through the meta, but leaving a lasting impact on it too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost like every tournament is getting worse and worse for the field.
It's looking like he's getting unstoppable.
No, I was saying to Chillin at the beginning of the weekend, I was like, would you rather bet if assuming you could
Zayn
bet
versus the field.
Zayn or anyone else winning the tournament, and we're both like, I'd rather have Zayn.
I would take Zayn, and it was hard to say anything other than Zayn's gonna win.
Before Zayn, the last time a solo Marth ever won a major was Ken back in EVO 2007. For the next 10 years, no other solo Marth saw victory. Throughout this period, Marth was seen as great, but not great enough to win tournaments alone. But after Shine 2018, Zayn challenged that sentiment.
That much juice left in this stock. He crouches for dear life, and he gets the upper. That's insane! Zayn wins Shine! I can't believe it! Zayn does it after beating Mang0, after beating HBox in 2 sets. A meteoric rise! Zayn's done it! He's done it! The new god has emerged!
And after Genesis 7, Zayn and his solo Marth were winning all the time, especially versus one character in particular, Fox. Throughout the entire online era, Zayn never dropped a single set to anyone playing this character. The meta-narrative 5 years ago was that Fox was the end-all be-all best character in the game, but now Zayn's Marth was unbelievably making the character look like a destined low tier. It didn't matter if you were the best Fox main in the world at that point, Zayn would still make you look like you didn't stand a chance. It was enough for the #2 player Leffen to switch characters entirely when playing Marth.
It's time for me to stop playing Fox only and pick up Sheik. For Marth specifically.
In his mind, the Fox-Marth matchup was not only unfavorable, but wholly unwinnable, and that was due to one component, Zayn's counterpick stage, Final Destination. Zayn's dominance on Final Destination created a formidable reputation, leading many to expect his victory whenever the stage was chosen. That's due to the stage's most notable feature, or perhaps lack of feature, as Final Destination houses 0 platforms. With Zayn's precise combo execution and nowhere for the opponent to really retreat to, usually all Zayn needed to take a Fox stock on this stage was one grab alone. So when the online era inevitably ends, all eyes are on the dominant and formidable Zayn. After being quarantined indefinitely, Smash Summit 11 would become Melee's first in-person tournament in over a year, and this tournament was proving to become one of Melee's most unforgettable. Instead of having a prize pool akin to crumpled dollar bills of the Dark Age, or the handful of $1,000 of the Renaissance, Summit 11 managed to gather the highest prize pool of any Melee tournament in history at a mind-boggling $155,000. To put into perspective of how insane this number is for Melee, whoever gets first at this tournament would instantly pass the Melee god PPMD's total prize pool earnings. PPMD played competitively for 7 years. Smash Summit 11 also collided with the 20th anniversary of Melee. For 2 whole decades, people gathered to play the game they loved, and even during the pandemic, that didn't change. And now, its best players were back in person to play it once more.
Goes that far.
Wow. Sword just.
Oh, Zane, what are you even doing?
Oh, I'm confused.
Oh, way.
Oh, so
no. This is actually on 12 other levels. Yeah.
None, but.
This
Oh
is
my
rough.
God,
yo.
Ouch.
All right, Zane wins the pool. There we go.
After that, Zane quickly defeats Kadoran, the second best Marth player 3-0.
Oh,
that's it. That's it. Jump up there. Come on, Kadoran. Please. Play aggressive.
Oh,
no.
And he jumped too.
Then he defeats the God Slayer Plup 3-1.
Oh my God.
Then he defeats the God Hungrybox 3-1.
Oh,
It was almost too easy for him. Zane arrives in Grand Finals on the winner's side just like that.
wow. Yeah,
Crazy.
that guy might just be the best player in the world.
Yeah.
After winning the preliminary rounds 3-1, Mang0 exits his pools on winner's side. Now it's time for the bracket matches, the ones that truly count.
Left is extremely talented, and once again, another match that could potentially be grand finals.
Who feels like the favorite when they face off either?
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
In that combo.
There's pressure.
Wow.
Oh,
There it
what
is.
do you do about that? Good living.
Oh, and he's too far away.
Short.
Wow.
3-1. Flop.
Mang0 loses his first bracket match against Plup, and finds himself in losers before top 8 had even begun. Smash Summit is one of the few major tournament series that no matter how hard Mang0 tries, he just can't put the pieces together. Mang0 will tweet that at this point, he might just drop out. The prophecy was turning out to be true. Maybe Hungrybox was the only remaining Melee god. But then Mang0, like he always has, picked himself back up.
Judgment time.
Did you think, even for a minute, that you would come to this tournament and beat everyone?
No. But see, I'm going to tell you guys one thing.
I would love to hear one thing.
That I cannot play the game for 10 years. Literally 10 years.
I know you're going to say.
And I can come to a tournament. And there's always going to be that 1% chance, no matter what, that I'll play amazing, go into Neo mode, and lay the smack down. There's always that chance. And you know what happened? That when people start sleeping on me, all the energy comes. Everyone was already counting me out. And then I can feel it in the air.
Mang0 knows who he isn't.
Shadow of his former.
And he knows who he is too. The kid. The buster. The goat. Mang0 is set to face the Godslayer Plup, who sent him down to loser's bracket in the first place. His next opponent is a familiar face, the only other player who has won Melee major tournaments in 3 different decades. The first time the duo played was 2009. Now, 12 years later in July 2021, the 2 remaining gods sit down to play one more time.
Hungrybox is Melee. And you know what else? Hungrybox is the best in the world. and Hungrybox is the last of the gods. Melee is approaching the precipice of an entirely new era, and Hungrybox remains the last stickler of the old days. In a way, Hungrybox carries the torch of all the gods. Newer players will never know the satisfaction of challenging a prime Mang0.
At the end of the day, only one person walks away a winner.
No exceptions. These two players have played grand finals at so many events. They've been on the Evo stage, the Genesis stage, the Big House stage.
It fucking hurts, dude. You used to be the best, and now you're not winning tournaments anymore. Now everyone calls you what? Everyone calls you fat. Everyone calls you alcoholic. They say Mang0 don't got it anymore. They say this and say that. Because I didn't quit. I didn't run off. I didn't start speedrunning. I didn't start playing a shittier Smash game. I took my ass beatings like a man, and I will be back at the top. And when I get it back, I will be the champion of Melee.
In fact,
well, most of the day,
I think he entered into the top 8 from right? Because he lost a
box. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Hungrybox joining us on the mic.
Amazing
performance. This is the way it should be. It's going to be an incredible grand finals, and it's the way it should be because these are the two best players in the studio right now, and that's what grand finals should have.
Good shit, Mang0. All the viewers are here now. All the viewers are here now. If you want to say something. Hey. I did against the bed. I got third. Come on.
I'd have been furious if you beat me. I would have been so fucking mad.
Game 4 was like a coin flip. But if I would have beaten you, we would have gotten that.
I think if you beat game 4, I might have lost. But I was composed. Maybe not. Because I would have went back to Yoshi's.
You know, I'm going to say this right now. I was always like a firm believer in this, but seeing how far I've been here and doing that, I think I might be ready to call it the GOAT.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nicest thing you've ever told me.
You're still in this shit after everything.
After drunk?
Fuck yeah, dude. Come on. Let's do it.
I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better match to represent the game that we have loved for the last 20 years.
Absolutely.
Usually, most Mars either roll away, dash out.
Oh, but Mang0
Look at him.
So he just doesn't want to get by the forward. Like
my.
said.
Oh, what?
407.
Oh, he's alive. What is happening right now, guys? 207 for Mang0. Okay, oh my God.
There's no fear.
Marth can absolutely melt Fox
Careful,
in this
Mang0.
position. Yes.
Zane just needs one grab here. Nice
Mang0
recovery.
reading the...
Oh God, the venue's freaking out now.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Zane takes game 1.
Oh my goodness.
No?
He can, and I think part of being a top competitor is bouncing back.
About this is that Mang0 did try to finish it with that. Oh my goodness.
That was almost. Oh my God.
Double fair.
So one of a kind stuff from Mang0 right now. But the back throw forward smash is gonna deal.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Caught me by surprise.
Yeah, that was fire.
Wow.
The VU ain't saying that.
A lot of people missed that there. So
Counter.
time down.
Oh, tipper.
Dead.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, nice nair.
Quick two-piece.
Oh,
yeah.
He's different.
Oh, no shield grab for Mang0.
A B.
That's it. Zane's up 2-0.
I felt that up.
In specific that you're looking for versus Mang0?
Honestly, I feel like my play style just counters him a lot.
Yeah.
Just like he just has to be super aggressive all the time.
Right.
And honestly, like for Marth, it's just like if I get one grab on him, he's just gonna die.
He gets the shot. That should be a back air. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yep.
Gonna try to play loose and bring.
Makes his money ultimately is the aggression. And I think it's good. Like, he didn't even really get punished for missing it. There he is.
Like Zane's gonna sit here and think about it. We know what time it is.
Yeah.
The real question is, can Mang0 do it twice?
He needs to do it twice and then win another reset right after.
Yeah.
Mang0 wins game 3, but now in order to win the set, he will have to beat Zane on Final Destination twice. He sticks it out with the character who, like him, was unfairly counted out.
Oh my goodness!
Zane looks up at the ceiling.
They heard FD and they saw FD and they were
some honest neutral right there. Beautiful stuff, go, but Zane picks it up right here.
Zane? Oh,
down tilt.
Still going.
Holy smokes.
Zane at 117. Swanton bomb.
It's chilling. We trust.
Undershooting
Yo,
so
that
much.
fair was crazy. That fair was actually
Shooting. He's bringing it all the way. Oh my goodness! What a forward tilt! But it's not enough to take the stock. Oh my goodness! The complete turnaround right here.
Yeah, you gotta be careful around the lens with Zane, but that's gonna do it.
All right. Ooh, Mang0 gotta hold on to this one.
Up there.
Zane
He's not gonna
misses it there.
Yeah.
Up tilt trade.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
This could be the last stock. Never forget.
Guys,
yo,
remember what map we're on. Remember what map this is. One frame is all it takes.
Zane, this could be the tournament.
This could be the tournament for Zane.
41, 50, 53.
Oh, he dropped it.
Big nair by Mang0.
Up smash. Oh, where's up smash? Oh,
That was so weird.
Yo.
That's it. Okay, we're going to game 5.
No, he's got
Zane's DI. Does he have a jump?
Okay, we're going to game 5, Scar.
You don't know what about that.
I don't think that we're going to go to... There's no way that we go to a reset. Flash is a big house 9, but let's not speak too soon.
Can Mang0 win twice on Final D versus Scar?
What? Is it a Tomahawk Shine? Mang0's just like playing on another level of mix-ups. The way that you want to, Scar.
He's gonna get this one.
Maybe Zane getting a bit antsy. Mang0 still has a chance. Yes.
No.
Okay.
What's happening to Zane?
I'm seeing a little bit of crumbling.
Okay, that's a stop.
One stock away from a reset. From Mang0.
Oh, yo, he's cooking.
He's cooking.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
cooking. Just listen to Brandon.
We got a reset.
How is his controller?
Crazy.
I feel like Mang0's controller should be melting.
For 2 years, no Fox had ever taken a set off of Zane, but the journey was not over yet. With the impossible achieved, Mang0 was only halfway there.
Remember, when your wings are weak, your spirit's done, and you've flown as far as you can, you're halfway there.
They
This is into it.
right into it. All right.
Set 2.
Wow, they did not want to break.
Zane has some nerves a little bit, for sure.
But
I think hearing that crowd, man.
Well, that was a crazy.
That's it.
That was a crazy.
Still living.
Yeah.
But Zane ain't having it. He's like, what?
What the hell?
Oh my goodness, what was that 4-piece combo?
Yeah. Okay. Zane. Oh, doesn't.
He's gonna have one
Not
more
quite.
chance.
Uh-oh.
Down tilt. That
Force
shit.
smash.
It's gotta be right.
Zane on the board. Game 1.
When Zane gets comfortable, best player of all time, and it's not even close. He's like Armada times 88. When Zane gets comfortable, no one will ever be better than that guy.
Oh, up goes thrill.
Whoa. Relax, man.
Counter, up B. Oh, no.
Wow. He's dead here.
This is looking like a Zane game 2.
Yeah.
Wow, what a punish.
A smash. Oh, smash.
Last stock, Mang0 gets the opening.
Okay.
50%.
Wait, Zane's not second? No, he's there.
He's there.
His feet get shield closed.
Mang0 with another lead. Beautiful tech by Zane. No chance that Mang0 just dash dance and charge unsmashes his fate.
We're going the distance, Scar.
1-1 right now in set 2 grand finals.
Jeez. First set.
Okay. Big combo for Zane. Jabs.
No counter.
So that 23.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, let's see how long.
Another grab.
This might last here.
Crowd silent.
Crowd getting quiet in the venue.
Oh, Zane.
Maybe. But because he didn't wave that down and drop it.
This is.
Yep. Run off forward there. Zane flashes.
Oh, wait a
Mango's
minute.
still alive. One more chance.
Zane's
Trying to
gonna pick this
recover.
up. Zane's gonna pick this up.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. This time for sure, right?
Delayed back air.
Grab ledge.
Yeah.
All right.
2-1 Zane. FD off the field, but Mang0 still needs to win 2 games. Zane 1 away from finally closing the set. In game 4. Can he bring it to a game 5? Will this be a 10-game set again between these two players? It's looking
He's still alive.
He's still nuts.
Yo. Okay.
Mang0 with a lead, but you can't get too comfortable.
You gotta be careful here. Back throw.
Actually falling up right there, but Mang0's gonna come out on top of the situation.
He keeps on
The third shine spike of the game.
Yeah. Up air. Ooh, all right.
Wait a minute.
Adding some flair to it.
Last time, game 4, it could end right here.
Oh, Zane can win the tournament right here.
I honestly just don't know what to expect right now. This is crazy.
Oh, he really quick for that.
Mang0, yes, he's still going for it. Zane has like almost no shield.
My God.
That's it. We're going to game 10.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to game 10.
Game 10. Stadium off the table. FD off the table.
Is this what you wanted from Smash
Where's
Summit
Zane gonna
11?
go?
Yes!
Yes.
Yes,
This
Oscar!
is exactly.
Yes, Prom!
This is exactly why.
This is what we
The
wanted.
pot bonus is ridiculously high.
The
For
2
this.
best players in the world. The biggest pot ever.
Mang0 wins game 9, and it's on to game 10. 14 years ago, Mang0 bested the greatest in the world. A year later, he would do it again. 5 years after that, he was the world champion. A year later, he would do it again. 3 years passed, and he would take down one of Melee's most unstoppable forces in a game 10 situation. 4 years later, could he do it again?
For the shield grab, Zane's gonna punish.
In Siddhartha, a novel about a journey into self-realization, the protagonist, at perhaps his lowest, sits down and meditates under a mango tree. It is here where he figures out that in order to attain salvation and become one with the gods again, he must first regain his innocence, becoming what he once was. He must transform himself once again back into the kid.
Be rough, but it's doable.
Playing from behind practically
Like
the
this
whole set.
Mango chasing him with the nair.
That's another bad 4B.
Mark Killer's still there, right? No, his invincibility. He can just roll up.
Tie game again.
Both players dropping combos.
They're fighting for it.
They're fighting for
This
their life.
has been a grueling set.
Oh my God.
The bear's not there.
Somehow it just looks like Mang0's gonna hold
Wait
on
a
a little
minute.
bit longer. But that is
We're going to last stop. It had to be this
0%
way.
piece.
It had to be this way.
I'm losing my brain.
Crowd going crazy. Chant from Mang0. Oh.
Oh, he delays the up air.
Oh, the shield drop.
Zane dropping the punish. Mang0 winning his first ever Smash Summit.
And the biggest prize pool in
The
Smash
biggest
history.
prize pool in Smash history.
I cannot believe it, Scar.
Mang0 a champion through the ages.
He has finally done it.
Zane was so close so many times, but I think the pressure was just too much.
Oh my God.
I don't believe it. I don't believe
I got
what
me
I
up
just
out of my
witnessed.
seat,
I don't
bro.
believe what I just witnessed.
Was that the greatest set of Melee ever?
That was
That might be.
Was that the
I'm
greatest?
calling it now.
We've been
I'm
playing
calling
for-
it
we've been
now.
playing for 20
I'm down
years.
to wait for the pundits and the analysts.
My goodness, that was the set of worlds that
I
With
can't
the
believe it.
top 8.
I just can't believe it.
That is crazy.
I gotta give my man a hug.
Last game about anybody.
Well, I see a couple people. They're all my friends that I play every day, so either way, we're all going to
Since the first day I played Smash, I always said I wanted to be the greatest Smasher. I always didn't want to be the best. I wanted to be the greatest of all time.
Good shit, dude.
Damn. That was crazy.
Oh my God.
God, dude. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd win a summit.
I was just about to ask.
Actually, I don't know.
Shoutouts to Melee.
I'm speechless, man. I can't fucking believe I brought it back. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
On November 21st, 2021, Melee Stats released their comprehensive list of the best 100 Melee players in the game's beautifully rich 20-year history.
Is he gonna run down? Okay, and he does it.
Smash is gonna do it. Mang0 taking it.
I would like to end this video with one point, and once again it comes from the video that inspired its creation.
Hungrybox is Melee.
This is true, Hungrybox is Melee. And you know who else is Melee? Mang0, the kid, the buster, the now GOAT. Melee is not just any one individual. If that were true, it would be quite a lonely existence. Instead, Melee is a community filled with talented players, commentators, organizers, creators, and fans alike, all tied together by their unwavering passion for this sick 2001 party game. So yeah, Hungrybox is Melee, just as Mang0 is too. These are just two stories in the realm of the beautifully imperfect Super Smash Bros. Masterpiece, Melee. And while it is a masterpiece, it's only so because of a passionate and adoring community who never let go of the game they love. This video isn't the end of Mang0's story, but there will come a day when the GOAT no longer touches a GameCube controller, and the community will be at a loss with such a monumental presence gone. But it will pick itself back up, because time and time again, when Melee is supposed to be no more, a new generation was always there to pick up the pieces. And I don't believe that trend will end anytime soon.
Brings a tear to my eye, Toph. He said it to me last night.
Because, like a wise Melee player once said,
He said, I feel like there's so much more Melee to be played.